There are a lot of amazing games on the 3DS. Luckily, I still have my original 3DS I got like 10 years ago. Well, I guess it's a little beat up. You know what? It's time I got a new one. How much are they going for these days, huh? What? Yes, the prices of 3DSs are high. But I guess supply and demand, am I right? How else am I supposed to play my pet zombie? The different 3DS models and prices can be confusing. Not to worry though, this video is going to be a guide on how to buy a 3DS in 2023 and beyond.
He said it! He said it!
Come on, let's go. Let's go check out all the 3DSs. Come on, let's go. First, let me show you my preferred 3DS. The new 3DS regular size. A new 3DS of the original model with a bigger screen and other upgrades versus the original. But before we get into that, let's start off in the beginning. Wait, not that far. Okay, right there. The original 3DS. Released in North America in 2011 for $249.99, $50 less than the Switch's initial price. In today's market, it's averaging anywhere from as low as $80 to $130, depending on the condition and whatnot. The original lineup of 3DS models includes the regular size, XL, and the 2DS, which is a 3DS without the 3D, mainly aimed towards kids as it doesn't have 3D, which could be harmful to kids under 7 if used for a long time, and it's more sturdy, losing the hinge of the clamshell design of the other models. The 2DS is the cheapest way to go if you just want to play 3DS games and you don't care about anything else. It's around $80 on average for a decent condition, and the biggest difference between the old and the new 3DS is that there are games that can only be played on the new versions due to the better processor on those systems. There are several games in total that are only playable on the new 3DS, including big titles like Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Fire Emblem Warriors, Minecraft, The Binding of Isaac, and a few more. You also need a new 3DS to play Super Nintendo games on the 3DS. Although now that the eShop's closed, you can't really purchase Super Nintendo games for the 3DS anymore. So if you want a 3DS for a specific game, just check that it's playable on the original 3DS beforehand. The game box covers will have a new 3DS label on the box. If none of that applies to what you're looking for, then yes, the original 3DS is perfect. It's a matter of choosing the right one, the original model or the XL. If you want the clamshell design and the 3D effect, the XL versions are still priced well. For a good condition, one on average is around $140 or less if you find a good deal. The 3DS XL is designed closer to the newer models, a little bit of smoother corners, a little bit nicer looking than the regular OG one. And if you don't care about the new models and don't want to spend too much on the 3DS, I would suggest the 3D XL is the way to go. Bigger screen and a good price. Now the high price tags you see when looking up 3DSs are going to be mostly the new versions of the 3DS, except for a few special edition versions of the original models, like the transparent red and blue 2DS models or X and Y 3DS XLs. The special editions are going to be more expensive than even a basic new 3DS, because they are rarer, so to speak. The new 3DS models include the new 3DS XL, new 3DS regular size, and the new 2DS XL. Besides the new 3DS only games, there are quite a bit of differences from the original models. For starters, extra set of shoulder buttons, a second analog stick, similar to the little rubber pad to control the mouse on laptops, a built-in NFC reader for amiibos versus having to buy a separate accessory to read amiibos on the old models. The new 3DS also has better 3D that tracks your eyes, and of course, they have a better processor. Hence why the older models can't play the new exclusive titles. The new 3DS models are the definitive way to play 3DS games, but if it's not one of those exclusive games, it's perfectly doable with the old models. Trust me, I've been playing with the old model for 10 years. The extra buttons do add huge quality of life improvements. The second analog allows for camera controls in games like Metal Gear Solid 3 or Majora's Mask, to name a couple. You could also get the CirclePad Pro accessory to give you the extra buttons, but you'll still be missing the aforementioned features, like scanning the amiibos. Oh yeah, I forgot, I keep them in the box. Okay, back to the price side. Here's where it gets a bit trickier. The 3DS is region locked, meaning you can't play your North American games on a Japanese 3DS or any other region and vice versa. So it's very common to see a 3DS original or new version for a really good price, but they are the Japanese versions. On the XL models, the Japanese system is referred to LL instead of XL. The new 3DS regular size, at least in North America, was released in limited edition bundles like the Super Mario Black Friday in black or in white, the Pokemon Red and Blue editions, but what is different is the faceplates, The regular size new 3DS has removable faceplates, like these. So you're basically paying for the faceplates in special edition ones. Basically, the actual difference is the color of the system, either black or white, and you can always buy the faceplates of the edition you like, but they cost a premium, especially ones like Charizard and Blastoise. They even make replicas of these faceplates as well. Ironically, the regular size North American new 3DS is usually more expensive than the XL version, averaging around $300 because of these special editions. The XL versions can be found a bit cheaper on average, sometimes under $200, like this one. This one's missing the stylus, but $191 is still a good price. This one has a few paint chips, but it's under $190. I mostly use eBay, Mercari, OfferUp, other websites like that. You can also check out GameStop for a refurbished one, or sometimes Facebook marketplaces, although I've never bought anything from there, so just keep in mind if it seems too good to be true, be wary of purchasing it. Especially even sketchier sites like a blog website or something. I wonder if I can just ask somebody for a free 3DS and they'll give it to me. Well, they let me get 2 of them. Finally, the new 2DS XL, the last 3DS model to be released. It's the new version of the 2DS, but now it's upgraded to resemble more of the new 3DSs, and it folds. It has the same features as the other new 3DSs, except for the 3D. Like the regular size new 3DS, this one's a bit pricier than the 3DS XL, due to the special editions. Back when all the systems were in stores and being produced, this would have been a good price, but now they average around $200 to $300, like this Pokeball one. $200 for a black and blue one, and unless you like the look of the new 2DS XL, I would stick with a new 3DS XL for the new consoles. Okay, so after all of that, I want to mention a few things you can do with the new versions of the 3DS that you might care about, or not. If you look up the 3DS online, you'll quickly find listings stating that the system is modded. It's the Wild West now with the systems, and a modded 3DS will allow you to access a whole new world of things to do on your 3DS. You can back up your game saves, have custom themes, play homebrew games. I'm not going to name the obvious one here in these listed sites, but one feature that is supposed to work with the old 3DS if it's modded is being able to stream your 3DS to the PC to record gameplay. I tried to do that with my old 3DS, but was not successful. People online also shared my experience, and even though the mod states it works for the old 3DS, it probably does work, but I just haven't gotten it to work with mine. But it worked for the new 3DS. So if you want to record gameplay and not have to install a capture card or buy anything else, get the new 3DS for that. It's not perfect, but it'll save you a lot of trouble. The last thing you should know, especially if you want to get a new 3DS, but it seems too expensive, is that the Japanese systems I spoke about earlier online. You'll notice a lot of listings for the Japanese 3DSs. I did mention that the 3DS is region locked, so it won't play your North American games. But if you mod a 3DS, you can change the region on it, allowing you to play your games. You can either unlock it the easy way and all the menus will still be in Japanese, but you'll be able to play your games on it, or you can completely mod it where you change the entire 3DS's region into a North American one. Although it can be risky and there is a possibility that you can break your 3DS. Maybe there's a new mod now where it doesn't break your 3DS, but I'll have links in the description, since mods are always changing and advancing. Luckily for you, a lot of sellers have already region changed your 3DS for you. In fact, they completely unlocked the 3DS, essentially making it into the North American 3DS, using the Japanese 3DS. Exhibit A. And this brings me to what I actually ended up doing. Ever since the new 3DS came out back in the day, I always wanted it because of those removable faceplates, and I never got around to purchasing one, and I waited way too long to purchase one when they were available at MSRP new in stores. The one I bought here is from eBay. It's a Japanese one that was already region changed for me. I got mine for about $150. Now unfortunately, the prices have been increasing rather quickly. I remember these were about $120 about a year and a half ago. Similar to the North American region consoles, the XL versions are a little bit cheaper than the regular size new 3DS, named the 3DS LL. If you go this route, just make sure you read the description whether it's just a region change and the system will still be in Japanese, menu-wise, or a full-blown region change. In summary, here are my takeaways. If you just want to play 3DS games, not including the new 3DS exclusives, and you want the cheapest option, the original 3DS or 2DS, both are often found for less than $100 online, and even have a game or two added on. But if you want the best experience, and you don't want to deal with buying a Japanese one, or dealing with choosing a modded unlock one, and also I forgot to mention to check your import fees and rules when buying a Japanese one, or a different region from the one you live. So if you just want to buy one and have a hassle-free experience, go for the New 3DS XL with an IPS screen. The IPS screen, which I forgot to mention earlier, will look much nicer, but they will also cost a lot more. Well, I can talk for about 10 hours straight on the 3DS systems, but I'm not an expert or anything. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, now I'm an expert. The important point here is that I hope I helped in at least giving you a ballpark of a fair price and the main points of the different systems so you can make a choice of the 3DS. And, oh, you brought me your ball? Okay, I'll throw it since you helped me on the video. Go get it! Anyways, in conclusion, wait, if the ball is in my left hand, what did I throw? No, not the 3DS, why did I do that?